Hi, I'm Mark. This is my November review for Scorpio Sun sign and Scorpio rising. For many of you, it's your birthday this month. Your birthday is your New Year's Day. It's when your year ends and your new year starts. It's a good day to make resolutions. They'll stick much better than they ever would on January the 1st. So what do? We need to first of all look at the old year. We need to let go of the old year, the past. We need to look back and see what we've achieved. What could we have done differently? And then make our resolutions, write them down for the new year. What do I want to achieve next year? What direction do I want to go in? What different things do I want to do? How do I want to evolve next year? These are all things you can think about and get ready to put into action for your new year. It's usually a quiet time around your birthday. You're reflecting on the past. You're fearful of the future a little bit. You don't know what's coming around the corner. But there's a new moon this month, so that's very important for many of you Scorpios. I'll tell you about that a bit later in the video. The month starts with a bit of a crazy day. And what you've got to remember is, if it's your birthday on any of these dates I give you, where there's aspects happening, that will affect you more acutely. It'll be more intensified if it's your birthday on that day. So just bear that in mind. Right, on the 1st, the Sun opposes Uranus. So this is going to be a bit of a crazy day. Just expect anything to happen on a day like this. You know, you could come in contact with people who are very interesting, very unusual, and these could spark off all sorts of ideas and wonderful things. Mercury is also active on that day. Mercury's in your 12th house and he's also retrograde. So it's not a good time to be making decisions at the moment. Wait till Mercury's in the 1st house and going direct, which he should be going direct by the 4th in your sign. So that's wonderful news. The other thing that's happening is Venus, also in your 12th house at the moment, makes an opposition to Chiron, the healing planet. Now here's a chance to heal an old wound from the past. This may be something that was in your unconscious for a while, but it's probably related to either health or diet or something. It could be a wound in the past where you can heal this now. It could be a painful memory that comes up, but you can allow it to come up, you can accept it, you can heal it and then let it go. On the 6th, Jupiter and Pluto come together in a conjunction. Now Pluto is your ruler. Pluto's about power. So this is a time when you can feel the power welling up inside you. This is a time when you can achieve. This aspect lasts for 14 days. So there's plenty of time to get to grips with this. But it can be a bit of a double-edged sword for you, because Pluto can be obsessive as well. So either you can use it for self-betterment, you can grow and evolve through this aspect, or you can get obsessed with money or power, greed. It could go either way. You have to work with this. You have to know where to direct this energy. What area of your life do you want to put all this energy into? Could be that you need to think deeply about this before this happens, so that you are ready to grasp this energy. This is really powerful stuff for you, because your ruler Pluto is going direct again now. Jupiter is going direct again now, and they will go together for 14 days. The energy can be harnessed. Jupiter's about opportunities, Pluto's about power, so the power to create opportunities is great. On the 9th, it's a very creative, imaginative day. The Sun aspects Neptune in your 5th house. It's a great day for artistic pursuits, for spiritual endeavours, meditating. Also you have Mars in your 6th house, so you can use the Mars practicality to put these things into practice. Mars is opposing Venus, so it's also a good day for love. Venus in your 12th house, you may want to have a quieter day rather than too active, but do these activities quietly and you will benefit greatly. On the 12th, Mercury moves into your sign Scorpio and into the first house, which is good. But the first day he makes opposition to the Black Moon Lilith. So it's not a day for really saying what you think. It's a day for keeping quiet. You may have some negative thoughts come up, negative thoughts about relationships, maybe feeling inadequate within relationships. This could be from the past, and this could come back up to date, and it needs to be dealt with. Then on the 13th, it's a lot better day. It's a lucky day. Venus makes aspects to the nodes. The nodes are in your money houses. So this is a day when you can attract money to you. You can attract possessions. You can attract wealth. Now this is a good day for manifestation. Good day for meditating on the things you want to attract to yourself. Also on that day, Mars turns direct. The Mars is in your 6th house, which is the work area, your daily routine area. So this is good as well, because with Mars going direct, you'll have more energy, more drive to get things done on a daily basis. The weekend of the 14th and 15th is especially good for you Scorpios. It's a fantastic time. You'll feel positive, you'll feel harmonious, you'll be getting on well with people. It's a good time for planning and bringing forth new ideas. It's a good time to make changes in your life. There's also a new moon on that 15th. Now if you're born between the 12th and the 18th of November, it's going to be particularly critical for you. New moons on and around your birthday can bring major life-changing events. New home, new car, new job. Any of these things could happen over the next year. It's also good for relationships weekend. It's good for intensity and close sharing of things. If you're not in a relationship, it could be a time when you meet someone over this weekend. On the 17th, your mind will be buzzing. Mercury in your 1st house makes an opposition to Uranus. So Uranus is the higher form of Mercury, so your mind will be so energized. It's great for thinking up new ideas and having eureka moments, but it's not good for concentrating on a task. So it's good to do something maybe different that day. Then the next day, it's a totally different day because you'll be more orderly, your mind will be settled. This is a day for actually doing things in, because the Sun makes an aspect to Saturn. So this is much better for you. So don't make any decisions on the 17th, leave them to the 18th when your mind has settled down a bit. Venus is about to move into your sign of Scorpio, but before she does, she makes a hard aspect with Saturn. Now Venus is right at the end of Libra, so she's becoming weaker now. So it's don't take too much notice of your feelings during these few days before this happens. So between like the 20th and the 22nd, you may feel a bit out of sorts. Don't take things personally. Don't see faults where there isn't faults. Maybe analyse things, but don't take it too seriously. And when Venus moves into the 1st house, things will be a lot clearer and things will be a lot more settled. Venus is now in your sign Scorpio and will become more passionate. She makes an opposition to the Black Moon Lilith on the 24th. The Black Moon Lilith is very akin to Venus, they're very much like twins. She also rules temptation, so this is a day when temptation will be great. Mercury makes an aspect to Neptune in the 5th house of love and love affairs. So this is a day when you need to be very careful and use sound judgment. Don't do anything that you might regret later on. There's a lot of desire bubbling under here. We spoke earlier about Venus contacting Chiron and the chance to heal a past wound. Well, the Sun now makes a positive aspect to Chiron, so if you haven't had the opportunity or the chance to do that, then here's a second opportunity. You'll feel very much more sensitive to the emotions on this day, but it's another chance to heal any wounds that you may have in that area of the 6th house of health. On the 27th, Venus opposes Uranus. This is a day when anything could happen. Now this could go either of two ways. Either you could be immersed and stimulated in something that's new and different with your partner or someone else who's close to you. Or it could be a very tense day. If it's a tense day, it's because there's unresolved issues in relationships that are going to flare up again. So if something comes up, you need to deal with it straight away. It's also a good day for meeting someone new, someone sudden and out of the blue. Between the 27th and the 30th, Mercury is very active in your first house. Now this is a great time to analyse things. It's a great time to plan ahead. You've got Mercury aspecting 3 planets in 3 days. So this is a time to look at the bigger picture. This is a time to examine every small detail so that you can cross all the T's and dot all the I's and make a solid, workable plan for the future. On the last day of the month, there's a full moon and a lunar eclipse in your money houses. Now, hopefully this will be a good time. If you've put the work in the past, then you'll reap the benefits now. If the day comes and you are energetic, full of life, and everything's going well, then you know you've put the work in the past and you'll reap the benefit. If not, if things are tense and things aren't going right, then you need to think again because you haven't put the work in the past, and so you're not reaping any benefit. And it's time to, this is why you needed to examine where you actually are over those last few days, so that you can now make decisions based on what you know. You know, you need to look at things very critically and put them under a spotlight so that you know exactly where you are and where you're going to be headed. The full moon is about culmination, but if you're not gaining anything out of this full moon, then you're doing something wrong and you need to rethink and go back to the drawing board. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like more, please subscribe, or if you'd like to leave a comment, I'd love to hear from you, and I hope you have a great birthday this month.